Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin, talking about the rally for today and the drop that ensued um, earlier in the morning, as well as since July 8th. And we'll flip to Bitcoin, you know, just briefly and look that on after the day closed yesterday, uh, into the early hours of the day, Bitcoin dropped almost 3%. And ever since then, we've been rallying up, and you can see the same thing with Ethereum. Um, for the day yesterday, we've been dropping, and then um, in the early hours of today or UTC time, Ethereum pretty much wicked to about 0.058 Bitcoin, dropping about an additional 1.35%. But we went back up, and we've been rallying ever since. And it's even more apparent, say you go to the 30-minute chart, and you could see this incredible bounce. Not so much, not really incredible, but on the 30-minute or the 50-minute chart, I'm sure you could say it's incredible. But this results in a rally for today of a green candle of 2.7% against Bitcoin, um, which is quite welcome because ever since July 8th, we've dropped collectively about 13% against Bitcoin during that time period. And so this is a welcome sign. We see here that this range that we have drawn out here for Ether against Bitcoin has proven once again that it's holding as support. We see one wick here, a drop here of a bounce, and then we see Ether Bitcoin come right above the region and then starting to bounce up. So with that said, this support region has done very well for ourselves, much like how Bitcoin is also holding this range pretty well. It's in the lower bounds of the region, but it's technically still in the region. With that said, for Ethereum, what's next? Well, we see with Ether against Bitcoin this downward line of resistance where we've been bouncing off of from this point three times. We've also bounced from this region here. I have a line drawn out, but you can interpret this region here as the support region. And we have bounced possibly three times. I mean, like this could change in the next few days. Like it could be a dead cat bounce and then come back down, or this could be holding as support and we come back up to the downward line of resistance. Either way, um, this is what you would call a bearish structure. Um, the upward trend is constricting. It's coiling down, and we're holding the same line of support, meaning that eventually, like in theory, this would break further down. But we'll keep an open mind, right? Seeing these structures doesn't inherently mean that it's going to drop further down. We've seen in certain situations where it breaks up. And so keep an open mind. I'm not saying that this is going to go down definitively, but it's the likelihood of it happening is fairly high. And it's not just based off of this structure here. It's based on the fact that Bitcoin is below the 20-week moving average for its, quite considerably, where we'd have to rally quite a bit. We would have to rally 40% to get to the 20-week moving average. We're far away from it. And because of that, it's hard to believe that Ethereum will be breaking new all-time highs, getting back to its prior all-time high, etc. In this situation. Therefore, it's more likely that we break further down um, for Ethereum. We could also just stay in this range for however many months it takes until Bitcoin gets back above the 20-week moving average. Both are quite possible. Let's flip to the US dollar here. Uh, in respects to the US dollar, Ethereum, we expect potentially correcting back down to its prior all-time high, which is around $1,400. That would be the line in the sand, or the support that we're looking to um, um, we're looking to hold this support, and then potentially around that time, hopefully Bitcoin is back above the 20-week moving average, and then we could see more momentum to the upside. But until then, it doesn't take a genius to see the trend is down, right? We're going down, and we're going to continue to go down most likely for the foreseeable future. With that said, Ethereum still trading above $2,000. It's broken the 20-week moving average, which isn't the greatest. Let's take a look at where the 50-week moving average is. It's in fact actually at the prior all-time high. Um, we know the 50-week moving average for some altcoins proved to be some form of support. For Ethereum, for that matter, you don't see any instances in the previous cycle to indicate as such. And even during the current cycle here, we don't see any kind of indication that it's holding as support. So I wouldn't necessarily take, uh, uh, rely on the 50-week moving average in relation to Ethereum. It's just something to note where it is on the chart. And currently right now, it's at the prior all-time high. With that said, Ethereum is pushing up 3% for today. We'll see how well it does for today. And we'll see how it plays out. I mean, this structure here has yet to be fully formed. It could go on, for quite a long time, I would say. If we just extend these lines, even where the lines are right now, this pushes out to the end of July. But if we extend the lines even further to the point where they converge, we're looking into September possibly for this structure to be completed. But again, this is all hypothetical. It doesn't have to go all the way up to September till we see a breakout. It could happen in a few days, in a few weeks, maybe in August. We don't know, but we do know that some kind of breakout from this structure is likely, and probably likely to the downside. And so again, this is a reminder that Bitcoin is the main play until Bitcoin gets back above the 20-week moving average. Altcoins in general are probably going to bleed, except for a few others that I've spoken about on the channel that could be outperforming Bitcoin during this period. But most likely, the general sense for altcoins is that they're going down. The better play, if you want to stay exposed into the crypto market, and not necessarily jump back into fiat, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the main hedge, or not the main hedge, but the main play, so that you can outperform altcoins to have a solid base of Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin's back above the 20-week moving average, you now have the opportunity to look at altcoins, see where their Bitcoin valuations are, and look to see if there's any opportunities to buy. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.